37-year-old Alex Pretti, ICU nurse, is gone. 10 shots. 10 shots. Stand back and stand by. That's what Donald Trump said over 5 years ago. And those who it was directed to listened, and they showed up about 4 months later and used the Capitol as a gymnasium and a jungle gym. Monkey bars. They erected a gallows because they were given an order. And now the latest has come out on Renee Good. And I highly encourage you to go read that article. 4 shots. This morning was 10. And now Donald Trump has his own private little army. And even though it hasn't been confirmed that any of the J6ers or any of the Proud Boys are part of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, I have a sneaking suspicion that some of them are. Pardoned all of them. Probably didn't even know their names because their names are irrelevant. Their names don't matter. Their names never mattered. Their families never mattered. Their children never mattered. The things they were passionate about never mattered. They aren't people. They're just useful weapons. That's all they were. And that's all they are. See, every street, every road, every boulevard, every lane, every non-commercial road, every dirt road has become Fifth Avenue, metaphorically, in the United States of America. When you drive home today from work, and tomorrow when you go to work, every road is Fifth Avenue, metaphorically. Donald Trump doesn't need to do what it is he said he could do years ago. He doesn't need to stand on Fifth Avenue and do what he said he was going to do and still have support. And he can't do that anyway because he's a convicted fucking felon. He can't do that. And it was never his intention to actually do that. His intention was to turn all of the streets of America into Fifth Avenue, metaphorically, and use his own private army that stood back and stood by. And now because he's president, he can do with even greater force, however so unconstitutionally, because he's not being stopped as of yet. And he can just make this road Fifth Avenue, tomorrow maybe that one Fifth Avenue, and he can, through the power of weaponized people, bring to fruition what it is he talked about years ago. I've talked about this in another video, that Fifth Avenue was always a metaphor. And the people who are serving him were the actual weapon. I find it interesting, I haven't heard anybody comment on the interview with William Sasha Riley, when William talks about Donald Trump's kink. Do you remember what his kink is? Destroying people mentally and physically, humiliating them, debasing them, ruining someone to where ultimately they're mentally and physically distraught. And I want to ask all of you something. When you look around this country after a year of this man being sworn in, does it not seem like all of us are experiencing a lot of mental anguish? We've seen people throughout this last year experience real physical anguish. We just saw a young 37-year-old man, 10 shots. We watched Renee Good, 4 shots. How many other people have we watched in the last year? How many people have we watched disappear? Stories of being sent elsewhere, out of the country, and experiencing torture. Disappearing. Children disappearing. Do you think when your neighbors get up in the morning, they wake up and they stretch their arms and they think, oh, today's going to be the best day? Or do you think they wake up with a certain measure of fear? Maybe fear and concern for their neighbors. Fear and concern for their children and their children's friends that you know, and the schools that they attend, the places they go that potentially at any given moment might be raided or might become infested with his private little army that they're pouring tens of billions of fucking dollars into, that, by the way, 7 Democrats support the continued funding of these monsters. His kink is our reality. It amazes me that people still don't believe the victims, because they think, oh, this is just somebody telling a story of something that we can't really verify happened to him fully. Yeah, some things have been corroborated, but this is outlandish that this would happen to people. Have you seen the Ed Gein story? Go watch the Ed Gein story. See how long it takes you to make it through it. It took me 2 weeks because it was so aberrant and unbelievable that a man could do that to people and then look ordinary on the outside. Have a few little, odd things about them here and there, but no one suspected anything of Ed Gein. And the things he did rewrote history. There were movies made about it. Ted Bundy, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Go watch it. The inspiration that other sociopaths and people with mental disorders, how they used what he did as an inspiration to commit the same or worse heinous crimes. And you think there's people, just because they call themselves representatives or the president, that they can't be the same way? These are upstanding, distinguished human beings, right? Right. Sure. Keep telling yourself that. But I will tell you this. His kink is our reality. Physical and mental anguish the American people have been experiencing for the last year. Fear, despair, humiliation, embarrassment at what the world at large thinks of us. Wondering, do they think that we are like this too? The desecration of our generations. But you still don't believe the survivors. You still don't hear the greater message. Even though it's playing out right in front of your eyes, you continue to deny it and defend the fucking monsters.